Hello and welcome to Retro Breeze, and today I'm reviewing, a plug, but it's a really good plug. When Kovol reached out and offered to send me the Kovol Charging Mate Pro to review, I of course accepted, since I am effectively the YouTuber equivalent of a panhandler at this point in my career. When I received the product, I was then faced with a kind of philosophical question. How does one review a plug? All this does is simply provide power to a device, right? Is there some nuance to that process? Is it a complex topic in disguise? What is there more to say than, well, it just charges stuff? Well, as it turns out, I had actually almost completely forgotten about the Kovol before I finally got around to making this review. But that actually ended up being a very, very good thing. Before I go into that particular story though, let's go over some specifications and my findings. The Charging Mate Pro is a gallium nitride charger, or more accurately, a power supply. It has a max output of an absolutely whopping 140 watts, which right off the bat, I'll tell you charges my MacBook Pro, which I use for work and I despise very heavily, from completely dead to 50% in 30 minutes. That alone blows my mind. However, it also fully charges my Asus Zenfone 8 smartphone to 100% from zero in less than an hour. The Charging Mate Pro has one USB-C slot and a USB-A slot, meaning that you can charge two devices simultaneously. The USB-A slot provides a still very hefty 18 watts, well into Quick Charge 3.0 territory, and with both slots occupied, the top USB-C port provides up to 120 watts. This means that even with two cables plugged in and charging simultaneously, you are getting a massive amount of power to your devices. You can easily power and charge a laptop whilst also quickly charging your smartphone. Very, very convenient. The Charging Mate Pro also has surge, short circuit, overcurrent, undervolt, and overheat protection all built into the small frame. The Kovol charger is hefty and heavy and very, very well built, with a very nice minimal design. It does actually have a logo made of shiny plastic toward the bottom, but you really can't see this unless you get it at the right angle, which means you really just have a nondescript white plug plugged into the wall, which I really like. The excellent features of the Charging Mate Pro mean that you don't need to worry about this. Whether you're plugging in a new device or multiple devices, the Charging Mate Pro is going to take care of all of them. It's going to decide what power to give to what device, and you don't need to worry that it's going to damage something or that anything is going to go awry with your devices. It just works, and it works quickly and very, very efficiently. By the way, you might be wondering, what is a GaN charger? Quite simply, it's a charger that is made from gallium nitride instead of silicon. This material apparently allows power supplies like this to be much smaller than they used to be, whilst also being more energy and heat efficient, which I just learned while I was writing this review, and I find that super cool. So, let's get back to the story that I had before. I said that I forgot about the Kovol Charging Mate Pro, and this is because I had so much going on, so many videos in the running. I got sick, and then I was really, really busy with work after that, and I had really just plugged in this charger and left it there, and I had stopped thinking about it while I was dealing with everything else in my life. But because of that, I had just started to use it for quite literally everything. I plugged in a high quality USB-C cable capable of high power delivery, and a high quality USB-A cable as well. And it was plugged in next to a makeshift table, which is also known as this electric fireplace I have. And I just started using it constantly in real life without thinking about it, not trying to review it or anything. I just had it there and I was using it every single day, pretty much all day, and pretty much for every device that I own. No matter what I plug in to the Charging Mate Pro, everything just charges super, super quickly. My laptops, my controllers, phones, my Odin, my Retroid Pocket 3, my Steam Deck, my wireless earbuds, everything I throw at it seems to charge super efficiently and at the maximum possible speed. It really seems like I can plug in anything for an hour and have plenty of juice to go after the hour is up. Now, I don't know a lot about power delivery in electronics, and so I don't have some fancy equipment that I'm going to plug this thing into and give you a reading and some numbers and all of that. I'm not exactly sure about all that stuff, but as a real world user who just needed to plug something in and be sure that it was going to reliably charge, the Kovol pulled through for me like I just really didn't expect. Of course, since then I've been using the Kovol more and more. It is now my primary desk charger, and every day for my job I'm using a MacBook, unfortunately, and it's now plugged into the Kovol Charging Mate Pro instead of the power brick that came with it. And the reason is that This power brick that the Apple MacBook came with is one of the most unreliable pieces of tech I've ever had. It drops out, it doesn't charge when I want it to, but since about 3 or 4 weeks ago when I switched out to using the Kovol, I've had absolutely no issues. It charges quickly even when I'm using it for heavy tasks, and at the same time I can have a second cable plugged in to charge my phone. It's just so convenient. One last thing is that I have this soldering iron called the Pine Seal, and I really like this soldering iron. I use it occasionally. I'm trying to kind of learn more of that stuff, some more electronic stuff, but one thing that has stopped me from soldering as much as I want to is that when I plug this in with the most powerful charger I have, which was before the MacBook charger, it would drop out every few seconds until a few minutes had passed, and then it would even out and it would stay on and it would work. But this meant I had to wait probably around 15 minutes with this plugged in, flashing on and off, which I think is really unsafe anyway, and I wouldn't really want to do that. But the Kovol, as I expected when I tried it, powers my Pine Seal perfectly no matter what temperature I have it up to. It comes on, it stays on, it works consistently, no surprises. So I guess that answers my question of how do you review a charger. The thing with the Kovol is that it has become my everything charger. I use it for everything. I use it for my laptops, my gaming devices, my phones, everything. And no matter what I have plugged into it, I'm basically guaranteed that it's going to work quickly, and it has plenty of juice to charge everything I have in my home, including 2 devices at once, which is just the most convenient thing ever. So do I recommend the Kovol Charging Mate Pro? Absolutely. If you feel like in your home you're missing that one plug to charge everything and to just work with everything you have, I absolutely recommend the Charging Mate Pro. Now Kovol did send me this for free to review, but they didn't see this video before I uploaded it. No money was exchanged, and I told them specifically that I would be giving an unbiased, honest review. And that's what I'm giving you here. I absolutely love this thing, and I'm actually planning to get a second one to put in my bedroom because I always need to charge devices in there as well. Please go ahead and check out the Charging Mate Pro if you're interested. I've left a link to their website in the description box below, and I've also left an Amazon link in the description in case you want to pick one of these up for yourself. It is an affiliate link, so I may get a small kickback if you buy using that link, but if you'd prefer not to, just go to Amazon and search it, Kovol Charging Mate Pro, and you'll find it. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching Retro Breeze, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.